Your capacity for faith is directly correlated with your capacity for fear. If you are an anxious person, if you are someone who envisions and lives within the worst possible outcome, and this is something that's very common for you, then this video is for you, okay? I'm someone who previously has struggled with crippling anxiety in many areas of my life. The most specific case I can outline for you is health anxiety, okay? So for me, I felt I was cursed. I felt like it was only a matter of time before the other shoe dropped. And I felt that because I saw so much suffering around me, because those around me were having such a negative experience, that it wasn't fair for me to not be in that experience also. It wasn't fair for me to succeed and thrive. It was kind of like a survivor's guilt almost, is kind of how I can describe it. Like, if everybody else is suffering and had a difficult time, then why should I be the one to, if you understand what I'm saying. And it was something that really had an intense grip on me, intense. I was having panic attacks, I was crying all day long, and I just had such a huge faith in this unknown thing that I thought was coming for me, that I made myself ill. I made myself so ill. And it got to a point where I think I saw a video, and it really opened my eyes. It said that faith and fear are directly correlated, and I began to think about that, to consider it, to digest it, and that's when life changed for me. Because I realized that I have such an unlimited capacity for fear, for believing in what I don't know and what I can't see, that if I can transmute that, imagine the faith, the positivity that I'm capable of. And this is where we're at now, okay? And I feel really moved to share this with you because it's something that has really changed my life, and something that can be applied, to a lot of situations within your daily life, okay? So if you're someone that deals with a lot of anxious thoughts, a lot of anxiety, it's not an easy task to begin to actively change those to faithful thoughts, okay? And it's something that needs to be done every day. It's something that I had to work on every single day for many years, and this is your reminder that you have that capacity. If you're somebody who is really struggling with anxiety, envisioning the worst, living in the worst before you've lived it, before you've seen it, then that could potentially be your greatest gift. This huge capacity for fear and anxiety could be your greatest gift if only you will see how it can be transmuted for your greatest good. And the temperance card in tarot is coming into my head currently. I also want to touch on this idea of people not really believing they have any capacity for faith. If you're somebody who is kind of interested in the idea of belief, in the idea of faith, in the idea of trusting in something that you cannot see, but you're not sure that, this is something that's for you, then I ask you to look back on moments in your life when you weren't sure that everything was going to turn out well. You're in a tricky spot, you're in a tricky situation, things aren't exactly how you want them to be in the 3D world, but somehow you strove forward still. You still went forward, and that's because you intrinsically hoped and had faith that something better would come to you if you kept striving, if you kept moving. So intrinsically, every single one of us has that seed of faith, and it shows up very much in everyday life, in the way that we handle situations. So if you're somebody that's new to faith, that's new to belief, that's new to spirituality, then please do consider this. Please consider the ways in which you've demonstrated this faith already, because it is within all of us.